Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Life Lessons series number 127. And as mentioned, we've done 127 of these. We also have a bunch of literally over 1,000 audios on a variety of topics here. And so, Life Lesson series is just things that the universe may be trying to teach you about or to get you to pay more attention to in a more dramatic or important way. And sometimes we forget to do that because we're so busy. Other times we forget to do that because we're focused on other things. Other times we forget to do that just because ultimately life gets going too fast and we get out of balance. But if you're looking for kind of ways to decode the life lessons that the universe or God Goddess is trying to teach you, I would love to be of service to you in that way. Served over 17,000 people now in the last 15 years. I'd love to add you to that list as we close out 2021 into 2022 and beyond. And so, a couple of things to kind of look at there. Be a person of action. And so, action related people or action centered people are individuals who really begin to understand that, being passive doesn't serve us. Being in a situation that is forward motion minded does. And so sometimes it doesn't matter how much action you take, it just means taking a consistent action or being driven towards consistency is important, and beginning to learn how to do that in a way that makes sense for us. Obviously, we don't want to be driven in a way that's reckless or driven in a way that's dismissive of other people's emotions, but continuation of persistence and perseverance while looking at the strengths and weaknesses of any decision is super valuable for a number of reasons, not limited to the fact that when we do this, we ultimately make our own lives easier. The next is, setting regular, consistent, and overall drawn out in a positive direction goals. So having short-term goals, things that we can work on each and every week, having medium-term goals, things that we work on over, less than a year's time and that we're working towards, and having them in multiple areas. So spiritual or belief-related goals, personal goals related to, our own fitness or wellness, professional goals related to our career or learning new skills and talents, and also then interpersonal goals in relationships, both platonic and romantic, and then long range goals. And it's almost important to have a fourth level of goal, which is the incredible dreamer goal. The goal that is, what if the most amazing thing in the world happened, and understanding that we can in fact hack our brains, understanding that we can use our mind in a direction that is much more positive than we realize. Now, being able to do that from a disciplined perspective, and learning about the process of interrupting thought, and understanding that thought creates energy and energy creates emotion and emotion then creates motion, and the need or the desire to build ourselves in that direction, and understanding that also it's a continual battle. I think understanding that battling the mind or dealing with the mind is a constant process. It's not something that you can figure out and then not use discipline towards. A lot of people, I think that's what they want their mind to be, is kind of a, I plug in, I change some thoughts and they stick forever, but it's a daily, weekly, monthly, yearly thing, and who we are is meant to evolve and meant to grow. So just because we understand something in the beginning of an idea doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to get to where we want to be immediately. And so beginning to understand the value of knowing how to do that and where and when to do that is one of the most important things we can do. Understanding that the brain also has neuronic pathways which allow us to grow, but also can hold us back if we have repetitive thoughts that err towards pessimism or negativity or doubt or fear, and needing to wire against not only the thoughts but the pattern associated with the thoughts is also super valuable, super important, and the difference between being repetitively negatively affected and then also the difference between kind of becoming a person who has control of their mind versus their mind controlling them. Just because you've been a person whose mind has controlled them in the past doesn't mean you have to remain being that person permanently or forever, but understanding that we don't always have as much knowledge or ability as we'd like to in regard to controlling the mind is also imperative, important, and sometimes even something I would consider special. So it's important to do that as well. So, in any event, keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment. Until next time, everybody.